Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie, and today we are going to be doing yoga to help lengthen our legs and loosen up the tight hip flexors and leg muscles. I've been moving this week, doing lots of cleaning up and down stairs, doing so many other things, and my low body is just really tired. So this is going to be very simple. You don't need any props whatsoever. Don't even really need your yoga mat. It's just kind of nice because there's a bit of padding on the knees. Otherwise, we are going to begin at the back of the mat in child's pose. I'm choosing wide leg child's pose today, but if traditional narrow child's pose is your preferred method, then go for that one. So I'm taking my knees as wide as my yoga mat, but you take them as wide as is comfortable for you. And then walk the hands out and slowly lower yourself down. We're going to inhale deeply in through the nose and filling the belly full of air. And exhale out the mouth. We'll do 2 more deep inhales and exhales. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And last one. And we're going to make our way onto all fours. So bringing the knees directly underneath the hips, the wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Nice yogi hands, spreading those fingers nice and wide so that the weight isn't all in your wrists. We'll inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch, draw those shoulder blades away from one another. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly. Look up at the sky. And then exhale, chin to chest, looking at your navel. Inhale, come back to neutral. And we're going to take the left leg to the front, coming into our low lunge. So take this as wide as is comfortable for you, but keep that knee directly over the ankle and just using the hands for support. If you'd like to use blocks, feel free to go and grab your blocks and use those. Otherwise, just imagine that your hips are like headlights, so they're both pointing in the same direction. So if you feel like you're a little wonky like this, then just straighten yourself out. Think about pulling the right hip forward and the left hip back. And we're just going to stay here for probably 4 breaths. So breathing in through the nose and out. Keeping a nice long neck and spine. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And on your exhale, shift your hips back, coming into our half splits. And think about keeping a nice long back so you're hinging from the hips, and flex the toes towards the face. Inhale and exhale. This one should feel really nice through the back of your hamstring. I know for me, that's where I'm feeling it. Last inhale. And on the exhale, taking it back into your low lunge. We will curl the back toes under and then step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into our plank pose. And if you'd like, you can drop the knees, or you can lower down onto the belly and then lift up into half upward facing dog or baby cobra. And then lift the hips back up nice and high into our downward facing dog. So let's pedal out the feet here, bending one knee and then the other, being really intentional with this. You want to really feel the length in the back of the legs. And then let's find a moment of stillness here, pushing those hips up to the sky. Heels don't matter if they touch the ground. Keeping that belly button or tummy engaged. One more breath in. And on the exhale, lower the knees down. I'm just going to come back and do a little bit of a toe squat and just rotate the wrists. My wrists are also really sore from cleaning and packing. Go in the opposite direction. I'm going to shake out. Coming back onto all fours, and we'll take the right leg through to the front. And push that back leg back as far as is comfortable for you. And again, think about keeping your hips as headlights so they're both pointing forward, not wonky. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice long back, long neck. Basically, this is just one long extension through the backside of the body. This one's feeling really good in releasing my hips. That should be where you're feeling it here. One more breath in. And on the exhale, take those hips back, coming into our half splits, flexing the toes towards your face. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, folding over from the hips. Oh yeah. Feeling it right here. That one's really tight. And if you notice that one side is tighter than the other, that's perfectly normal. Just, it's something to notice, nothing to worry about, nothing to do. But if one side is significantly tighter and it does hurt, then just back off. Maybe don't lean forward quite as much. Always listening to your body. One more breath in. And on the exhale, taking it back through into that low lunge, curling the left toes under, sending that right foot back to meet the left, coming into plank, and then you can lower down onto the belly. You can lower the knees first, and then you can do baby cobra, or you can do upward facing dog without worrying about lifting the legs off the mat. And then exhale, lower down, curl the toes under, and push your way back up into downward facing dog. And again, we'll just pedal out those feet. And maybe you notice that you are a little looser in the legs. I know my legs are certainly feeling a little less tight. And let's just find a moment of stillness here. One more breath in. And then lower the knees down onto the mat. Swing those legs out in front of you. We're going to sit up nice and tall, flexing our toes back towards our face. Inhale to find length in the spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Think about keeping a nice long spine here. We're not going to round just yet. We want to feel a nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings here. Keep a soft bend in the knees if you're finding it really tight on the hamstrings. That's perfectly normal. I remember before I was really doing yoga on a regular basis, I couldn't even bend over and touch my toes. My legs were that tight. And when I was doing a forward fold, I was here, and my God, did it hurt. So it's a practice, not a perfect. And you have to be committed and do the work to see improvement or gains, however you want to look at it, but always listening to your body. I mean, there's some days where I am so tight that I don't even make it this far. One more breath in. We're just going to round through the shoulders and the neck just for a moment here and just let the head hang heavy. Make sure the knees are nice and soft here, not locked out. Breath in. And a breath out. And then using the hands to push your way slowly back up to seated. We're going to bend the left knee and we're going to take it across the right leg, reaching around with the right arm, or if you can get your elbow on the outside of your knee, feel free to do that. Otherwise, hug that knee into your body nice and tight, inhaling, and then exhale, planting that left hand behind you and twist. Inhale to find length, and exhale, twist millimeters more. You never want to go too far because you can do some serious damage, and we want to listen to our bodies. One more breath in, and then exhale, release. Taking it through to the other side, bending that right leg, crossing it over the left, trying to make sure that both your sits bones stay down on the mat here. Inhale, find length, and then exhale, twist. Keeping those toes flexed towards the face. Nice soft bend in the knee. Big breath in. And exhale, twist like millimeters more. Just a very small movement. One breath in. And then exhale. Release. Make your way down onto your back. Oh, that feels good. Walk the feet in as close to your bum as is comfortable. Maybe you can touch the heels with the fingertips. Maybe you can't. And that's perfectly fine. So inhale to flatten the back and lift the hips up. Bridge pose. Breath in. And on the exhale, roll it down. We're going to pull our right knee into our chest, and you can keep that left knee bent, or if it feels comfortable, you can extend that left leg. And then we're going to cross the right knee over to the left side, and you can extend or cactus that right arm, laying spinal twist. I like my seated twists, but I prefer my laying twists. I just feel I get a little bit more stretch through my hips, which is why I'm doing both today, because for me, my hips are very tight. Breathing in and out. Always remember to try and keep both shoulder blades on the ground. One more breath in. And on the exhale, bring that back up through to center. Pull that left knee in. Give yourself a squeeze. And then extend that right leg long and cross the left leg over the body. And extending that left arm or cactusing it. Keeping the right hand on top of the left knee. That helps keep my knee down, particularly when I'm tight. But if you don't need to keep your hand on your knee, that's cool. You can cactus both arms. Making sure that both your shoulder blades are on the mat. One more breath in. And on the exhale, bring that knee up. And squeeze in full wind pose. Maybe rock a little back and forth. Should feel good on the low back. If it doesn't, that's fine. Just maintain that stillness. And we're just going to rock and roll our way up. So grab the back of the knees and just let momentum take its course. And we're going to end seated today, because I feel like if I lay there, I'm not going to get up off the mat today. So we will inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Bring your hands together at heart center, bowing your chin to your chest, thanking your body for taking you through this practice today. Namaste. Well, I hope your legs feel a little more stretched out and your hips feel a little bit looser. I know mine certainly do. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with a friend who could use this as well. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you know when my next video is available. And please subscribe to my channel. Keep yoga free on the internet. I would love to be able to share this with more people. So the more of you that subscribe, the more people who get to enjoy. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to practicing with you on the mat again soon.